Pack Stock program is deeply rooted in traditions. It is our link from the past, from tried and true practices to the future.
Horsemanship and packing is part of our agency's identity, part of our culture, and it's a safe and practical tool that should be continued to use into the future.
We're all really proud of the tradition, and I think it's great, and I think it's a really cool history, but that's not why we're here. We're here because it works.
The Forest Service Pack Stock program provides material support for the various crews and individuals working in wilderness or other roadless areas.
You can't have mechanized devices in the wilderness, and the only way that one can get that equipment, the tools to do the job, is by putting it on mules and carrying it into the backcountry.
It's either carry it or drag it is the two ways, and we're not dragging it, and it's too heavy for me to carry, so we put it on these mules.
Most mules carry 150 to 175 pounds, and so it's quite a campaign, but the productivity of what goes on in the backcountry is at a much higher level.
Despite growing demands, the shrinking budgets put the Pack Stock program at risk.
A lot of the people in the past that knew what Pack Stock was all about were retiring.
We were at a point in our history that if we didn't do something new, that we became more of a tool that could be utilized for all kinds of different things, we were going to be extinct in no time. So then we came up with the idea of the Center of Excellence.
The Region 5 Pack Stock Center of Excellence is an innovative program that honors Forest Service tradition while addressing current and future needs.
The reason why we are called the Center of Excellence is not that we are going forth and being excellent every day, it's that we are always trying to be better, and we're always trying to provide the best and most excellent program that the region can have.
Currently in the center, we're available for anybody and everybody in the region.
We support a lot of monitoring ecosystem work, rehab projects, fisheries, archaeology, hydrology, botany, law enforcement, you name it.
Everybody you pack needs camp gear, tents and kitchens, and the science crews, they have different equipment.
Radio, repeaters, solar panels, 14-foot timbers, planking and bridge material.
Metal roofing, windows, it's a surprise every day.
2 years ago we packed cutthroat trout out of the back of a mountain.
Fire crews have their whole own rigmarole that goes with them.
The Pack Stock is a tool for the firefighters.
We get lots and lots of fires in the backcountry, so we need to set up backcountry spike camps to effectively manage those fires.
We kind of work in good conjunction with helicopters.
But we can go when they can't fly, and they're way more expensive per hour.
We help nonprofit organizations. We help CDF, BLM. We work with Fish and Wildlife Services.
We also do a lot of community outreach.
A couple times we've done the Rose Parade.
The pack strings are a well-known public face of the Forest Service. Probably one of the Forest Service best ambassadors.
Increasingly, the Forest Service is relying on partnerships and the idea of shared stewardship to effectively care for our public lands.
There's a huge amount of trails and country out there, and there's 20 of us left in the region. And we could nowhere near do it all, but we can do a lot more by packing in those partnerships and volunteer crews.
We help them steward the public lands. We help maintain the trails so they're safer, more accessible for the public, and it's a great pipeline for their future employees.
A fundamental focus of the Center of Excellence is mentorship.
One of the greatest things that the center has enabled us to do is train the next generation of stock people and packers.
You're learning how to tie the knots, you're learning the first aid, you're learning shoeing, you're learning all the things that goes with just basic taking care of the mules. You're also learning the country, you're learning the weather, you're learning the trail conditions. All of those things are part of safely getting through the mountains with the string mules.
I've learned a tremendous amount, and having mentors to work with on a daily basis in such a specific trade is invaluable.
The Center of Excellence is part of the Forest Service's history and its future.
I feel like we spend a majority of our time productively doing something to better manage America's public lands.
We couldn't do our jobs if the U.S. Forest Service packers weren't doing their jobs.
If we're truly to care about this place for future generations, we must rely on some of these traditional basic practices that have proven to be so effective over time.